Hi everyone, I'm margourtarotreader. Thank you and welcome to Saluna Botanica. This is a continued reading for a client. It's a personal reading. You may or may not connect to it because, again, certain energies do align to our physical self as well. Will not always be precise because, again, this is a personal reading. Okay, if you are aligning yourself and you're here, please email us at margourtarotreader@gmail.com and or solunabotanica2@gmail.com, and we will be absolutely more than happy to help you. uh so the video did cut, so we are starting on part 2 for you, my child. When it happens for a number of reasons, possibly because, again, we are in his energy and he is stubborn as well as you. Not being acceptant or wanting to accept certain truth or understand certain truth of what we are predicting in today's reading. uh, I feel that when it comes to this Scorpio's energy, we were talking about that coming between now all the way to April, there will be a final set between both of you. I would hope that it is within before the year ends, within that time period, so you can understand more of what to do with his energy and he himself as well. I would also hope that this can clear out truly what's behind the whole scenes between you two. I feel that yes, that he is what I would consider a lost case at times. But based on this, we also have some energies of similarities between you and him. What you've been feeling, going through, absolutely, he has too. Okay? He has been staying up late thinking about you, having some difficult situations, including headaches and things like that. Um, he's been feeling haunted by certain things. Oh, okay. And I also heard haunted by other means of necessary. Yes, that happens when someone does certain rituals, but also it happens when there is a soul in the other end where they are being felt disturbance by. Okay. Um, maybe he could be saying that, possibly things are the way they are with you because of the way that you two connected, if you know what I mean. Okay. I'm not going to disclose certain things, period, because again, I respect all my clients, and I keep them private at all times. And so we do not intel every part of their situation in a reading at all, especially in a ritual and spell. Okay, so moving forward, I digress. I feel that with this Scorpio, he is not in his best entitlement in his life. Um, he has hoped and want to probably travel in the side of town that you are in, but he doesn't know directly and or how to come to see you. I would say I think that he needs to weigh in order to come, but he does wants to see you. He does wants to talk to you, and he does wants still be within your energy. Okay. Is that a good thing to say based on everything that you've been through? It's not about being good or bad. It's about being honest and truthful with what it's in his feelings, in his energy, and yours. Okay. Um, and again, I'm seeing this almost as I am your therapist. I feel that there has to come together in order to understand. It's not about blaming someone when you can, and there are reasons to do so, but it's about understanding that it could not work out based on our ways of being, based on lifestyle, and based on certain things. And in order to say I love you, it means that you're willing to work something out and leave not necessarily everything about you or theirs, but leave certain things to the past and come to an understanding of saying, listen, yes, certain things were done and said in the past, but are they being continuously acting as of now? And if they are, then obviously they have not changed, and they will continue to do certain things of that nature in their life. Okay, and they are not going to change unless they have a truthful lesson being learned in their life that gives them that direction of saying, you know what, I cannot longer do this. I cannot continue to do the things I've done. I've hurt thyself and my loved ones, etc. Scorpio, he's going to go through that epiphany moment as we speak, all the way into April. Now, yes, he's, let's see, what is that card? Because I believe I saw it earlier too. Does he want to tie the knots with this person? Not really. I think that he would do it only because it's there and because he doesn't see any other way out of what life is next. So he's just one that is flowing through the energies. I think that based on what I'm sensing and feeling, that if ever in a high chance you will give him a certain direction of given a consideration, he would rather, and I keep hearing that song, rather. Is it Era? Is it Era White or Era? She sings that song. I would rather be dead. Okay, and the song keeps playing in my head. Beyonce play that lady, that singer. I'd rather be dead to see you with her, or something like that. Listen to that song. It gives me this vibe right now. I really do. I feel my heart is feeling such grief and pain as if I lost someone literally in death. And it feels like detachment of someone that is in the physical life, but yet it feels like dying. You know what I mean? Because of all this grief and pain that has been going through between you and his energy. And I feel that you're that puzzle that he's been holding on to that does not know how to complete. And it gives me this vibe of him feeling your energy as you feeling your energy, his energy entwined. This is a soul connection that it is drastic to both of you, because even though it's a soul connection, you cannot connect to each other in the physical sense, based on everything, how it started, based on things that were done and said in the physical sense, and based on the fact that both of you have found that spiritual growth within yourself as a union. Okay, so I can also tell you that, you know, he would want to connect and make it better one time. Maybe not in this lifetime, but maybe eventually they'll get it right in another lifetime. Okay. And I said maybe because I don't, you know, if you cannot come together into understanding, even just to help and heal each other, you know, even just to have that communication, to say, listen, I do not hate you because deep down I care, but just because I care, I cannot give in to anything because there is no change in you. And you can be honest and say, you know, I hear or I see. And so therefore, when you love someone, you have to show within itself that you're different, that you feel different, that you act different, that life is different for you in so many ways. And it shows through the actions of oneself. And no one is perfect. No one will ever be perfect in this life. Not in this life that we're in. But you can mimic and you can try to be that part of what is missing within itself, you know. And when you know you hurt someone for certain situations, then you will absolutely not do it again, you know, because you learn that that person feels pain and it's drastically not being able to let go. And the reason why we don't let go of such pain is because you do not see it in that person. You do not see that they feel blame, that they feel at fault, and or they don't act as if they're sorry and they continue to do the same stupidity. So I feel that that is a lot to do with where you are now. And in order, and again, and I'm going to give an example here. It's not based on this, but it is an example for people that are viewing. When someone betrays you or cheats on you, for example, and you still hold on to the person, you still live with the person, for example, and you take them back right off the bat, that, trust me, they will do it again a number of times. When they cheat on you, there has to be a discipline and action to those things. There has to be a discipline and action to those things. There has to be a punishment, kind of, if you want to call it that, where they need to understand that it is unacceptable and you cannot and will not do it again. And they can spend their whole life trying to make it better, but it will never be, because the person that is hurt needs to give them the way into healing you, which is you need to say, listen, I need this and I need that. I need you to do or say these things. I need you to show me that, you love me and you will be faithful, for example. I need to, there is a period of those actions as well. If they cheat on you, then you need to be very disciplined about not give them intimacy. Be very disciplined of what you need from them in order for them to do. So if unfortunately you have to, keep a lockdown on them, and you will tell them, listen, I need actions to see your phone. I need actions to see, your whereabouts, etc. Only, if each individual has their own ways of doing things. I need, I could go on and talk about when someone cheats, and I think that we're going to touch that basis in one of our episodes. But I will say this. This is only an example that I've been given to you, okay? In your perspective, in your personal life, I feel that there was a lot said and less done from both ends. I feel that the rebellion was one of the keys in this relationship between both of you. And freedom to do things in the way that they desire to do them was also another. And overlooking at the truth connection of what was holding both of you, and it still holds both of you. And I felt that someone did something, someone turned around and did something twice the way that someone else did it. Okay, so it was always getting back, getting punished, getting revenge, and things like that accumulated to where we are now. And whether, again, like I said earlier, whether it is unfortunately or fortunately, there is a bond between you two still, and there is, whether both of you like it or not, care for each other deep within. I would love to tell you otherwise different, but you know me. You've been my client for so long, and I love you, and I always watch over you, but it is the truth. Now, having said that, it does not mean turn the other cheek either. Absolutely not. It just means that it's okay to feel for someone that is in the way that it is, that we see it here. It's okay. Because to love is the ultimate experience for our soul. As long as you get to feel that true love itself, you are in a higher vibration than others. Whether that love is good or bad. But to experience it, it is a beauty. Okay? And unfortunately, things did not work out between you, but you still have to be grateful, because the universe gives it as we ask it, or as we discipline each other in previous lives. And the fact that we're here now it means that your spirit guides you to this direction. It taps your body. It lets your body know to do certain things, act on certain things. And the ultimate end is that they bring you about to someone that guides you through the spiritual realm. So, you do need to see him and or speak to him, or both. I know. I know. I'm not saying give in, absolutely not. I feel that you, deep down, will want to have that opportunity. Because you feel it within you. You sense it within you. And he pulls you. You know what I mean? You feel it. He draws you to you. And vice versa, you do the same to him. You're pulling each other's energy, and that's what a soul does through times and lives and lives. You pull each other, you connect to each other, you bring each other into each other's vibration, energy, and or life, and connect in some type of level. Not everyone gets to have a full life with a person, or half, or whatever. Not everyone gets to experience that, but you still get to connect and pull each other out. And the reason why not everyone can is because, again, it depends on each individual how they live their lives, past, present, and who knows, moving forward in the future. Okay, but based on this, and as in the other spread that is very, very similar to yours and his, you know, it's given that there is that bond that one still wants to connect and still wants to salvage some kind of unity, if you want to call it that, to the soul and also the physical self. But yes, you are his very center, which it means that he does think about you quite a bit, and he does know that he has hurt you, and he does feels that you are still grieving and or hurting to and towards certain things that happen in togetherness lives. He's not all ignoring about it, or all being belligerent about how, you know, oh, I didn't do anything like that, but he is observing a little bit more of his own guilt. Okay. Yes. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I had to open the door for a client so they can wait in the lobby. Okay, so I want to no, it's not. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Certain similar cards from all the spreads that we've been doing in today's reading for you, dear. And I will also say that yes, he wants to see you. Okay. Yes, he wants to see you, and yes, he wants to reconnect. He knows that you're blocked him. He knows that you don't want nothing to do with him, but he is still wanting to find a way to have some type of connection, some type of communication and some sort. I really feel that, um, he's the type that wants to attempt to not be in third parties. I know, laugh. But he he just can't help it. And I think for me, when I say that, when I sense that through their energies, it kind of lets me know that they're weak and that they don't know. Excuse me. He doesn't want me to continue. Yeah, that he doesn't. He's weak. He doesn't know how to say no and how to stand to be, to be that obedient, I guess, for himself. Um, yeah, he's absolutely staying up late, calling out your name in his dreams, as he's trying to fall back asleep, things like that. So he's really, really wanting to connect with you. I hate to say it, but it is so. Um, yeah. Would he want to end things? No. He wonders who you're with. Are you with someone? Are you dating anybody? He wonders, and he asks through family situations, through someone or anyone that can give him any idea of you. Now, in all the spreads that we've done today's reading, we always see the Mister. We're gonna call him the Mister. Okay. And this can fall in a number of ways. Yes, we know that there are a number of issues when someone is doing certain things. They're working with dark entity in order to gain certain things, and we know that this is part of one of the tribulations in your relationships. And we also know that this also wants to let go. I wonder, because I just heard something. Is that a possibility? Is it? Sorry. Uh, I'm talking to someone in the spiritual side. I think that there's still some guilt between something that happened way in the past, in the beginning of the relationship or so, or prior to begin. Sometimes we build this negative vibration in ourselves, and that results in the relationship being as it is because of the way it starts. There's a guilt behind the scenes, I feel, for him, and I'm not sure if it's also in you, but it is for him. Yeah. I wonder if he's seen a sibling of his in the spiritual realm, because I'm sensing that energy as we are now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we know. Okay, I apologize, because as I'm saying this, I'm speaking to the spiritual side of an energy. And we know that there is a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Horizon that has done voodoos, rituals on him and you. We know that there's a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Horizon, male and female, that has done spells and rituals on both of you. And we also know that the karmic situation of how this relationship either began has caused a lot of ins and outs in your situation as well. So there's a lot that needs to be healed here before both of you leave this world, I have to say. It is what it is. There is a situation of healing the soul that needs to be taking place for you and him individually. And there's also if you decide to cut the cord. And first you need to heal the soul of oneself, which is yours and his. And I think that it needs to be done because in order to continue moving forward, life and other life. Forgiveness. There has to be a forgiveness of either how the way you two came about, how you two started the relationship. There has to be a forgiveness of that. And by that I mean a forgiveness of thyself, meaning you need to forgive yourself how you came into being in a relationship with him, and he needs to forgive himself how he came into a relationship with you. For example, you cannot just fall in love and just for the cause of it. It happens because it is divine given, whether it's good or bad. With Lilith in the works, sometimes you can find that soulmate, but Lilith always give you a bad start of a relationship or a soul connection. Lilith always takes the best out of the energy of oneself, both of you, not just one. And so there's that energy that kind of hinders what could have been. But because of that, there's always a way to save the body, the mind, the soul through other spiritual means. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is just okay, so I will take it back to the point where I sense the energy of the soul that is on the other side, and it is a male figure, and so it feels to me that he is more into that gravity energy than you would be at this time, and he has been in that predicament, and I wonder if he deep down feels guilty of it and feels guilty of the reasons how you and him came about. And we're not going to go any deep down further into it. You know what I mean. The loved one that is on the other side, it's giving me the energy of that. And it's also being clear that there has been grudges into that as well. And I'm not sure if it's it or both. Yeah. So we're going to close this one by saying, well, it's coming back around. Whether it's in this life and or another one. As it was in the past, will be in this one and will be in the further one down. Okay? It is something that you two need to find a way to call it peace. And if you do not want anything to do with him, you should not be looking at anything and be done, because it is still within your energy as well. Okay? But it is not about putting blame. Trust me, it is not. Trust me, I will always treat you as a child. Doesn't matter how old we are, you are. But I will always give you and tell you what you need to know for your best interest. And there you go. You are the center, and you have to make the choice of what you want to do. A connection that cannot let go and cannot be done and just be done with it over, you just can't. You can't. Right. So he wants to talk to you, he wants to see you, so that will depend on you. And there is a high chance that you can, there's someone out there for you in the near future. If you are, once you get rid of all this energy that is so attached to you and hinders your prosperity moving forward, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Aries kind of type of energy, male figure. So you have two potentials later on in the future. Once you start learning to heal and find a way to close this energy. have that conversation with him, and then we can touch bases on what's the next thing that you would want to do in reference to this. But it is what it is. What I said will stand and will be. Um, it's if you want to hold on, you can hold on as for as long as you want, and just keep going along with that. It is, there's no wrong and right. It just means that the way of moving forward with the physical life, it becomes just a little bit more harder and hindering to you based on that. But if you are fine with everything that it is as it is now, and you accept it, then you know to do that and move forward without any regrets, and do not look back but go forward, and hope that it will be shift and change. And I say hope because it does not, because those kind of feelings are so set in into your vessel in your body, and so in your soul, that your soul doesn't, it's not living in a peaceful setting in your vessel, in your body. And so therefore it's just hindering certain things within it. And it would also do so with moving forward with a loved one that needs to come forward in your life for other lessons in this life. If not, it pulls back a lot of things in your perspective living life now, and will start accumulating and hindering moving forward in this life and other lives. And on top of that, you will still have everything that you're going through as right now, and have been with this person's energy and soul, karmic situations that will continue in this life and moving forward. That will always be the case. So now that you know, you have the ability to realign yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually, sweetie. Okay? I'm glad that you got this reading today, because you needed to know, you needed to hear that. I think that sometimes we hear it throughout our lives, but it may not be the proper time according to the energies that we're flowing through, and therefore we are not accepting it, or we're not understanding it, but now is the time. Okay? And so let it be. When it comes to your work. Yeah, thank you. I apologize while I'm laughing. Yeah, we still have a lot of energy stagnation for you. But no matter what, I still like the card that came out. I think that based on this, eventually they will let go of that person that you discussed. It's going to take hopefully a little bit more time, if not, if it's not sooner. I would hope that it's sooner, but I don't see it to be. Or they will have a conversation first to let that person, do what it needs to do in order to align itself and make those changes as well. If they do let her go, will be between next, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, or in the February time to the first half of next year. But I would hope it will be sooner. Okay? Based on this is what I'm saying. Also, what I will say to you as well, dear, is that, having to understand everything that we just discussed is also about feeling a little bit lighter, feeling a little bit joyous within you. Everything that we said, it is absolutely not bad. Trust me on this, based on how I'm sensing it. It just means that it's a beautiful thing to know that you have a soul connection with someone, whether you get along or not with, whether you can be or not. It's something that can be aligned and fixed and whatnot. But to understand that and to have that opportunity in this life does not come here and there all the time. If we're open to receive it, there's a way to call out that soulmate as well. If you want to bring another soulmate to you, then first we need to close some type of in the windows with this one concurrently. You understand? So we can bring that love and next love of your life in the now. Okay. It also says that you need to find and make that time to be out and about, to go out there and find some peace and tranquility for you. Because life is not about being in stagnation. It's about learning to live it. be in it, existent of it. You understand? And so you need to make yourself be in the happy energy to bring forth that what you're seeking to gain. If you're always in the stagnation of hurt, pain, grief, sorrows, etc., then you're going to keep bringing that. You're going to keep bringing that. And we know we discussed this before. You've come so much. You've grown so much since day one that we've been interacting with you. And I say we because it is I and the higher self. And we are looking at all that you've grown, and it is a joy to see it within you. Okay? You have a lot more to go. I don't see that they will fire you. I don't see, you might get like a short bonus and or a raise including, okay? I feel that, you know, when we are not happy within itself, with whatever circumstances it is, we don't feel and sense that happiness in everywhere that we go and move, you know. So we carry that with us. We carry that baggage with us. So now that you are learning to be in such joy, in such peace, in such tranquility, when you are starting to understand a little bit more of what the soul is, what the purpose is here, then you can also try and start now and understand that if we say, I am happy, I am blessed, feel it and say it. And find, if you say to yourself right now, when I say it, there's nothing to be blessed about and happy about. Trust me, there is. There is. Even when we're down and under, there is. Because we're here. And you might say, well, here is not the best. Absolutely it's not, but it was chosen. We made a part of it as well. But there's a beauty being here because you have to see something within itself to be worth being here. And when you do, you start being thankful of that, and then vice versa, the universe starts granting you a lot more than what you would ever think about. The universe is on your side because you've had the privilege to grow and understand yourself from where you've been to where you are now. Trust me, and see it. Open and look and see. And you're going to say, absolutely, Margo is right. And I am. It's not me, it's your guys letting you and reminding you of where you've been and where you are now, dear. Okay? And you can also see that there is a protection energy when it comes to you, because they're always looking after you. They're always finding ways to find the answers that you're seeking, not in the way that you want it, but in the way that they feel that you need it. Okay? So I say it is the best time coming forth for you, okay, to understand, to grow, to experience, to have some smiles within yourself, to interact with other people. If one does wrong, says wrong, it's them, not you. Do not hold on to other people's energy. Do your energy, dwell in your energy, experience what the true self is, because even though you've been through rock bottom, you always come above, and we always find a way to get you there. And that will always be the case. And you know me, I always do and go beyond for my clients. If I were to end this reading, I would absolutely end it with this, because it gives me joy, prosperity, and abundance. And it is a yes to something you've been hoping for as well. If I were to end it there. Okay? I love it. Thank you. So, angels of the universe and of the heavens, what's your last advice for our beautiful clients? Thank you to the Heavenly Father. Lord Jesus Christ, thank you. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. There's someone out there on the heavenly side also giving you love and light, sending you hugs. Okay? Thank you. What other advice do you have for our beautiful clients? Angels of the universe of the heavens, Lord Jesus Christ, give us protections. One more. Thank you. Okay, well, if it doesn't come out, it means that we're done. Okay, thank you. Okay, we're done. I will take it. So, what are the advices? It's what the universe is saying. Go within yourself to find the way to heal, and we've been discussing this all day in your reading today. There will be some type of shift and change within yourself within the next 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, and also between now and February. Absolutely a shift within you. That will depend on you because there's a growth coming within you. You are still divine protected to a certain level of energy as well as it's given here. There will be a whirlwind that comes to you. There will be some messages happening for you as well. So there will be some type of communication from someone, maybe a female to take a trip of some sort, let's say. But there's a travel coming between now and next year, some type of movement. Could it be through work environment? Possibly, you're shifting your work environment because you desire. Sometimes when you're meant to be a traveler worker or a self-employed kind of thing, you're starting to feel that itch in some levels as well. Okay. Let's say, for example, if you're in the medical field and you want you want to do some traveling, you can also do that as well and make it your own and make it your own business as well through that. I would definitely go look into that yourself because it's a given for me here based on what I'm seeing. Okay, if there's a shift and change, but it comes within because you're gonna get the inspiration within yourself when you go and analyze your whole situation in your environment as well. But you're getting the divine energy from someone, male, female kind of energy. So could it be through here? Absolutely, because this is a positive messages for you. But also, someone say, hey, listen, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? Or have you thought of doing this? And have you, someone in the Venus sector will find a way to get you motivated to do something else. Even if it's just, you know what, you deserve it. Why don't you go with me out of town? Why don't you go with me to, I don't know, Puerto Rico or Cancun, whatever it is. But there is a wanting to desire to travel, the indoor travel period come forth to align yourself with work. Okay. It also tells me that you, my child, have the wits within yourself to accomplish your desires. Okay, I love this reading for you no matter what, and I think that eventually you're going to start finding that peace that you're seeking within yourself. Can it take some time? Yes. Can it be work? Yes. Is it possible? Absolutely. Everything is possible if you are willing to be open to receive and perceive and move forward. Okay, I send you love and light today, as always. And if I don't hear back from you in any kind of way, I wish you the best. Happy holidays for you and for your loved ones. Thank you.